Gaming Pickups, September 2018.
Spacies.
G'day, Brian here from Spacies with my monthly pickups video. I don't know how long I can keep doing these for. But yeah, this is a video that I like to do once a month, just showing you what I've picked up here in the mothership. And I've got quite a few goodies down here, so I'm just going to get stuck straight into it. So I'm going to start with the ones that I forgot from last month, and that was these guys. So I managed to pick up a box, only the box, the game's not in there, of Mario Kart with the wheel and a spare wheel, but I got no game. So these were from a second-hand store and they were advertised for $5 out the front, and I couldn't resist. But I'm still yet to pick up Mario Kart for the Wii. Now the problem is with this game is every time you try to pick it up, they're always trying to sell it or flog it off for $50, and yet it's one of the top 10 best-selling games of all time. Why? And people say rare. It ain't rare, it's just they're trying to gouge you on the price. But one day I'll pony up and splash out on it. But yeah, Mario Kart box only on the Wii. I missed out the first time around, so I'm gonna hop on that horse. And yeah, it's just a shame I missed out on the online stuff, but apparently from what I heard, I wasn't really missing out on much because the connection issues were big at the time. Yeah, so there we go, that's that one. And sticking with Nintendo, I've got A Link Between Two Worlds. No, just A Link Between Worlds on the 3DS. I've been playing this quite a bit in the last couple of days because I only just recently picked it up. I'm loving this. This is such an awesome game on the 3DS. If you haven't already gone out and bought it, I can't urge you to buy this strong enough. I've got the Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo, and that was such a good game back in the day. And this is just basically a modern take on that game, but with all the nice modern day graphics, but without ruining the retro gameplay. Such a good pickup, such a good time to be had. I was also visiting McDonald's recently. They got this prize thing going on with Monopoly, and I'm a big sucker for competition, so I've decided to rear my ugly head back into the Macca's stores once again. But one thing I saw that they had, this was a like a little puzzle thing for Mario, and they gave me 2 by accident, so I ran out of there with 2. Nah. Does anyone buy these? Does anyone collect them? I know there's a lot of you nutters out there that are big into the McDonald's, you know, into the McDonald's Mario and Nintendo stuff. But yeah, just a novelty. Speaking of little knickknacks, I got myself a Space Invaders keyring. Still, I'm undecided whether I should open it up or not. I kind of like the display of it. I might just hang this up somewhere, but yeah, cost me quite a bit actually. This was like $20 and it's so tiny. I probably would have been better off saving that $20 to buy one that actually has a game that plays in it. But yeah, Space Invaders arcade keyring, not too bad. Back to the DS this time now. Got Sonic Colors. And the cool thing about this one is it actually originally came with a bonus watch, which you can see right there. I'm kind of curious who picked up that watch. Did anyone manage to pick that up back in the day? Colors sports watch at the store counter when you purchase this game. Sadly, mine was secondhand. I didn't get that offer. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. That's a really good pickup. Sticking with the portable, we've got Sonic Rush Adventure, another Sonic game that I missed out on back in the day. I'm trying to go and booster up my Sonic collection. But yeah, that was a pretty good, neat little game. Actually, it's alright. There's a bit of cringiness to it. There's an Australian character in there, and cultural inappropriation, is that a word? But yeah, it's really cringy bad on how they really stereotype the Aussie lingo. Yeah, but anyway, it's a bit of fun. And again with the portables, I got myself Taito Legends Power-Ups, or Power-Up. This is just basically full chockers with arcade games from back in the day, and that will go nicely alongside my Space Invaders Evolution. They just look cool together with that real mean alien that you see from the Space Invaders cabinet. Anything Space Invaders, I'm going to be a sucker for, and I'm going to be picking it up. This time we move on to the Nintendo Wii. I got No More Heroes. Haven't played this, but I've been hearing a lot of really cool things about it. And the good thing is that I got this for an absolute bargain, because EB Games having a massive sellout on all games $18 or less, and they've basically slashed it down to $6 each or something like that. So managed to pick this up with its instruction manuals and everything, so that's pretty good. Another cool addition from the guys at Rising Star Games. Real cool. And I got myself Marvel Alliance on the Wii. Marvel Alliance 2, that is, sorry. I've been eyeing this off to get this on Xbox, but they're still charging a brand new price for an old game on the Xbox, so I refuse to pay that, knowing that if I bought this on the Wii, I'm pretty much getting the same experience, really, without the achievement points. That's the only downer. But yeah, can't wait to get into that. And back with the handhelds, Yokai Watch. I'm just really curious as to what all the fuss is about, and I'm curious to see why it won't pick up here in the West. And is it just missing something, or has it got legs and it's just a late? Is it going to be like Monster World? Monster World was a game that, or Monster Hunter I should say, was a game series that no one in the West really picked up on until a little later. Is this going to be another one of those late bloomers into the gaming world? Yokai Watch. And on the Wii, got myself Astro Boy. Now this one I know got mixed reviews, but the main reason why I picked it up is because I know that the Game Boy Advance game is a bit of a hidden gem. This one's really cool though, I think, in that it features Astro Boy based on the movie, and that will turn a lot of people off, but I'm kind of intrigued as to how they cover this. So yeah, Astro Boy the movie. This is well, it says here Astro Boy the video game. Astro Boy the video game based on Astro Boy the movie. There you go. This time on the Switch, I picked up Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. What a mouthful, jeez. That logo that they use for this game just needs to calm the hell down. Look at it. It's just it's so intense. Main reason why I picked this up is because I'm thinking of getting a series started with Sebastian, who was on this channel before. He's been pushing me to buy this, so here I am. I'm now the owner of this on the Switch. This will be my, fourth attempt to get into this series. I don't know. This is my last attempt. If I can't get into this one, no more Monster Hunter for me. And I know that this is a time sink of a game, so we'll see how that goes. Something a little more unusual now. We've got Discord 2, the hint book, guidebook. I have got that still yet to be played. I bought that on the PlayStation 4, and I still haven't opened it up. It's in my pile of back burner games that I've got to get to. So Dishonored 2, leave a comment down below if you had played it. Let me know if I should be getting onto it sooner rather than later. So far from what I've seen of it, I'm not overly excited to rip it open and get stuck into it, but it does look like one of those games that will creep up on you. So yeah, hint guide for that. And another game that I've kind of got into, I have completed it, and I need to give it a second chance because I didn't really think overly too much of it at the time. Now, I'm a huge Halo fan. My favorite game of all time is Halo 3, but this one, Halo 5 Guardians, I've got the hint guide book, the hardcover. I thought I had just a regular guide for this, but I mustn't have picked it up. This came with 2 patches, and the weird thing about this is when I opened it up, it had been sitting in the shop for so long that there was like a sheet of printed paper and had all flaked. All the print had just gone bad and it flaked everywhere. So there's still bits of it coming off right now. But it came with these 2 cool iron-on patches. I'll show them here for you. You got the, these are like your achievements in the game that you unlock, your kill-taculars and whatnot. They're pretty cool. But yeah, Halo, I've got to give it to the guys that put these guides together. The amount of detail that they just put into these is unbelievable, and this kind of stuff was unheard of, like what, 10, 15 years ago? the amount of detail that they put into this. But yeah, I got the guide. I might use it, or it might just sit in my shelf for, you know, showing off purposes. But down to our last final few pickups. We have got Wonder Boy 3 Dragon's Trap on the Master System. I have finally got myself a hold of this game. Now, unfortunately, it does not come with the instruction manuals, but cart's looking like it's in pretty good nick. I just need to get myself the instruction manuals later. A lot of people were questioning me when I put this up online whether this is authentic or not. I can assure you that it is. It's just not one of the first run. There was one batch that came out from Japan where the print looks really cool. This is not one of them, unfortunately, but I'm just stoked, glad to have another Master System game in my collection. And this is one that I've been trying to eye off for a long time, because the amount of people that I gave out hints and tips on at that hotline there that I worked at, it's just amazing that I never owned the game myself, but always loved it. I bought the reproduction or the HD version just recently. If you haven't played the Dragon's Trap on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, the new one, get on that, because even if you haven't played this version, that one is really cool. You can flick between the old version of the game, this one, and the new version with just a quick press of a button. It is so cool. So now I have got, so that means now I've got all the Wonder Boys that were released in Australia in that series. Not Wonder Boy 3 though, not the shooter. I won't get that. That was boo. But that means I've got Wonder Boy. I got Wonder Boy in Munsterland, Wonder Boy 3 Dragon's Trap, and my favorite in the series is Wonder Boy in Monster World. Anyone that's not got themselves into this series yet, it's worth a look, and it's still playable in 2018. One thing I got that I was really eyeing off for a long time, and I thought, I'm not going to wait for it to come down in price. I'm just going to get it, and that because I didn't want to miss out on this one. That was this guy, which hang on, which is this. I don't want to drop it because it's quite fragile. That's running on battery power, and whoops, let me get the light right. There we go. It lights up. It's got little LEDs at the bottom there. Nothing too overly spectacular, but it just looks cool in the room. Just another thing that I can chock up this already crowded room in. There we go. A Zelda. It's called the Link's Light, or the Link's Lamp, whatever. The Legend of Zelda Link's Light. Cool. Something that arrived into the Synth Spacies mothership today was this. This is a cover for the Famicom Mini, and I've been wanting to get this for a little while because I've got one for the Super Nintendo Mini, I've got one for the NES Mini, and now I've got one for my Famicom Mini in the colors, which is really cool. I'll actually just quickly open it up and show it to the other camera. Okay, I've just put it in its little, hang on, I'll show you what I've got here. I don't want to drop anything or anything, but there you go. It sits kind of neat. It's not as good. It's not as good as the other ones we get here in the West. Only because, I don't know, it just doesn't fit as snugly in. The other ones have got like foam perforated areas that fit, contoured, is that the word, contoured, to actually fit and mold to the system. I'm not a big fan of this one, but it's still cool to have because look at that, it's in its nice little color scheme of the original Famicom, and I don't know, it serves the purpose. Maybe I'll work it out, but I think this could have been done a little better. But I don't know of any other ones that are on the market that are in the Famicom colors. I need to go back to Japan and have a look. Maybe I can hunt down a better one than this, but this will have to do for now. And last of all for the month, I picked up myself a PlayStation 3. Oh my god, that's huge. This is so damn heavy. Oh. So I managed to pick up myself a PlayStation 3, the original McCoy. Now I know that these are very volatile, and I know that they're very prone to failing. I just like this one better than the other guys, so I'm more of a fan of this version than the Slim or the Slimmer. I don't know what you call the other one, the newer one with the stupid slide door. The only bad thing is though, I got kind of gypped with this. Now I paid only about 50 bucks, I think it was, Australian. So it wasn't too much, but it didn't come with a controller. He didn't even throw in a HDMI cord, the lousy bastard. But you know, I'm just glad to have it. Haven't tested it out yet. That's to happen. I'll leave a comment down below once I do test it to confirm if it works or not. But all I got was a power cord and some USB cable he chucked in. I don't know what the guy was thinking, and it's a bit banged up and scratched up. So the story goes that I used to have a PlayStation 3 originally. I gave it to my brother because I wasn't really playing it, and then within a week of him having it, it blew up and he never got it to work again. And I've kind of missed the PlayStation 3 since, because I kind of regretted giving it away. But I'm glad to have one now again, and I might start picking up some bargain PlayStation 3 games, because I think right now is a good time to be picking up those games, because I think in another 5 or 10 years PlayStation 3 titles will start going up in value, and it'll be harder to pick them up, the ones you want anyway. So that's been my pickups video for the month of September. This is a series that doesn't go too well with my wife for obvious reasons. But please leave a comment down below if there is anything that you have picked up for this month, or anything that you're going to be picking up. Let me know down below. Also, I'd like to have a huge thank you shout out to Benjamin and John Pensini for being patrons of the channel, and to all my other patrons. You'll see links down below on how you can get on board if you want to help out and help me get some equipment here for the channel. And also I'd like to thank all the guys that were on my podcast, Tristabytes, also the Gaming Muso and G to the Next Level. If you haven't already done so, please have a look at that podcast. Spare yourself an hour, sit down and watch it and enjoy it. Oh, and in relation to the podcast, I will be doing audio versions of those soon. They will be going up online shortly, and I'm starting from episode 1, working all the way up to current ones. There'll be more news about that to come. In the meantime, my name has been Brian, and I've been gaming since Spacies. Thanks, guys.
Since Spacies.